Hey everybody, good energy to you guys. So I'm back here in Oregon. As you all know from my last video, it's been a couple weeks since I've shared anything. I've been resting, man. I came back pretty beat up. That food poisoning, just being on the streets, just the stress, just a lot of things. Just kind of beat me up, took a toll. So I spent some good time just resting, watching TV shows and movies and hanging out, with my brother and, the family and the dogs. And it's been a transition, to come from walking around all the time and, going through trash cans and, picking up butts wherever I can and meeting all sorts of new peoples all the time and sleeping in different locations all the time and being outside all the time, is then to come back to this is quite a transition. So, it has been a little bit challenging, and a part of me does, today I feel much better, but a part of me was very caught up and feeling disappointed and not completing, the missions and the objectives that I set out to complete. I was beating myself up, in the middle of the night. I'd be like, oh, you fucking, you didn't get done what you wanted to get done. You didn't really get done shit. These things didn't work out. This relationship or, attempt at connection didn't really come to fruition the way I wanted. So, there's a lot of guilt that I've been dealing with since coming back here, along with being just physically and spiritually and emotionally just kind of weak. But it is what it is. I had to go through that. There's there's a price to pay with everything. So when you set out to do things and they don't work out the way that you set out for them to work out, it's only natural that you're not going to feel great about the results, because essentially you didn't do what you set out to do. So it's a natural feeling to feel that way, but it's not good to stay with that. Like, it's not good to continue beating myself up and fall into some fucking depressive hole and just shy away from everybody else and all of humanity and life in general. That's not good. That's not what I think God wants. He wants you to learn the lesson and to feel the feelings of, not accomplishing what you accomplished, but to also know that, it's all divine timing, man. And I may have set out with some intentions and, I just wasn't able to accomplish them. I was naive in a lot of ways, and I also didn't stick to, a very, I started drinking. My diet wasn't the cleanest. There's a lot of things that I could have done better to put myself in a more, healthy routine of living that would have helped, me accomplish more in the project. But I didn't do those things. So it is what it is. Trial and error, falling forward, man. That's one of the biggest things. I say biggest, I don't know, but in my life, like, being able to get over things that don't work out, not dwell on them and carrying them and, like, continue to just beat myself up about shit that I can't change anymore because it's in the past. That's an important lesson for myself, and I think everybody, because we can be our worst enemy, and we can also be our best friends. The kingdom of heaven resides within you, but you can also fucking perpetuate the pit of hell inside of yourself. And a lot of it's just self-sabotage. It's you just not wanting to fucking, accept what happened and embrace the nature of reality and where you are and your place in it. So I've spent some time just embracing, everything that happened and allowing for that flow to continue to go, and even though as much as it, part of my mind, looks at myself and is like, dude, you're 35, you're living with your parents, you don't got, no assets, like, there's still a part of my mind that is talking to me in that type of way, but I can use that. Well, first of all, you see, like, that mentality right there is me getting caught up in this materialistic, matrix, is me not thinking about things in an etheric manner, it's thinking about things more in a materialistic manner. So I'm thinking more about fear. I'm thinking more about, me fitting into this society, this civilization, the reasons why I haven't acquired other things that other people have acquired. And, it's me essentially not wanting to be myself, because I know that, there's reasons why I'm in this position. I've always felt different about, I say different. I've just never really wanted to fit into the common trends of things. I've always wanted to, be different. And whenever I've been around a lot of trends, like in schools and just various other places, I've always felt a repulsion to be a part of those trends. I've always wanted to just be something different. So, I mean, that's a large part of the reason why I'm not as financially, materialistically successful as a lot of other people, is because I really don't have that much of a desire to be financially or materialistically successful. Now, I would like to have, my own place and not live at my parents' house and, work a job or, a job, profession, whatever that I actually love to do that I think is good for humanity. Um, but, and I think, these things are coming. That's what a large part of the project is about, is providing that type of an opportunity for people like myself who don't fit in with this world and the way things are done in it, and want something different, want something that's good for themselves and for everybody else. But it all takes time, and it's a stepping, it's a ladder. You take steps and you gradually grow and you get higher and you build more and your foundation gets stronger and you learn things, and not everything works out exactly the way you want it to work out immediately, and you just learn from what doesn't work and use that to help apply to things that could work. So for the time being, I feel relatively content with staying here and living with my family and finding a job and working with networking with the people in Portland on just an alternative way of living in reality and a whole new infrastructure for humanity, while at the same time taking care of my shit and getting a job and Little Bear and the girls and family responsibilities and all these things. I can do both at the same time, or in conjunction with each other. So that's for right now, that's my plan, is just to like I said, get a job here, hopefully soon, and continue working on the project and continue sharing it with y'all, and just keep going from there. So all right, thanks y'all for watching, man. I appreciate it. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'm sorry again if I haven't got back to any comments. I went through a little bit of a downward spiral, man. I was feeling very antisocial and kind of got into a reclusive state. But it's a new day and I'm feeling better, and I don't want to be like that anymore. So here I am, fucking, putting good steps into not being as reclusive and antisocial as I was. So all right, I love you guys. Y'all take care. All right, bye.